What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga, this time with the chapters of the Fantasia arc of volume 35, this time with Ghost Ship Part 3 and Solitary Island. I'm not going to spoil myself, but I do want to find out just how many chapters are going to be in the upcoming volumes. Obviously I'll just wait till we get into that, but it seems like it's going to be odd number now, so that might be a little bit odd for me to cover things, but a really good couple chapters last time out. Especially enjoyed this first one, of course, with looking like, unfortunately, Griffith achieving his dream a little bit here, taking over Rome, or what certainly looks like Rome. It's actually the kind of hidden underground city of Midland, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, some fantastic visuals here and settings, wasn't it? And then, of course, we had the ghost pirate stuff in the second chapters, with them getting. I'm not sure how to best explain it. Not sure I even fully understand it, but I think they got possessed and they're going to be turning into zombies. Forget exactly where we ended off. Oh yeah, we ended off with Guts coming back, didn't we? As the Kraken type thing attacks the ship. But yeah, do let me know what you guys think about these chapters we're covering today in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do like. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And let's get into Ghost Ship Part 3. Oh god, you can already see what's on the right, right side of the screen. I've never watched that movie, but I've seen a lot of memes of it. You'd be glad to know I have actually got some. Unfortunately, I ended up buying some eye spray, so hopefully they should be a little less irritated going forward. But I wanted to get some that sprayed on the top of my eyes, but I unfortunately got someone I had to drop in my eyes, and I just hate putting stuff in or around my eyes, so it's a bit of a nightmare, but managed to get it done. So yeah, hopefully that'll be better going forward. Guts, you're late to the party, son of a bitch. It took you long enough. Like, Azan's always looking quite phantomly in that suit of armor, isn't he? With his eyes especially always looking quite scary. Those teeth grin. Been a while, Guts, it's been a while. It's almost been a whole volume, I'm pretty sure. Nice to be back. Although I imagine it's not nice to be back for Guts. As we slice through the little hand things. I swear, I don't know why these seem so recognisable to me. These little hand things. God, I hate the guys on this advert. His beard, like their beards and stuff, they look so slimy, don't they? Almost looks a bit like the wooden pirate on the outside of his ship. The way that his beard looks like that, so slimy. Sorry, it's more cramped out here than I thought, and I'm only half awake. I might end up busting up this ship. So yeah, looks like we almost killed a man. Shiver my timbers! Who's this dog? How's his sword so huge? Wow, he killed 6 monsters with only 2 swings? Hey, whoever doesn't want to die here, hit the deck. But look, these aren't separate monsters, are they? They're all just like the tentacles of one big monster that's emanating from the ship, I believe. As Guts gets on, as he gets busy right here, jumping all over the place. adorable little hands. Look how easily he swings that freakishly huge sword. He hacked those monsters up in no time. He's like a water spout. Is that really the same guy who was nearly scorched to death? If he's still recovering, then your boss really is incredible. You know he is. To slay the monsters and save people truly is chivalrous. Just don't make those things tonight's dinner, alright? He had lots of stress built up and not enough showtime. Yeah, you're right there, Buck. Didn't have enough showtime whatsoever in the last volume. They were supposed to be all our meal. What a sad joke it'd be if they ate us. Grrr. I feel like he's like part of the creature now. I feel they're all part of the creature. But no. Mealtime has only just begun. This has just been the Hors d'Oeuvres. D'Oeuvres? That French or something? Looks French. The Hors d'Oeuvres. Just as I say I really like Dutch people, I don't like French people that much. Apologies if you're French, but I don't like French people that much. I find them quite obnoxious. And I don't think I'd ever go there. Every French person I've ever met or spoken to has seemed quite obnoxious. Again, I know there's always exceptions. There probably are some nice French people out there. Of course, you can't just, again, that's very racist, just calling a whole race horrible. But again, you guys know my stance on that. A lot of conceptions are valid for obvious reasons. But yeah, in general, I've never had too many good interactions with French people. I just feel like they're better than everyone else and know everything. Where you should see the state of France right now, and Paris especially and such. The main dish is starting now. Again, always exceptions, of course. I imagine there's plenty of nice people, just as I imagine there's plenty of horrible people from the Netherlands. I know there's plenty of horrible people from the Netherlands. I've been there a couple of times, and obviously there's, as you get in many major cities, there's like thieves and people that try and scam and like, yeah, people take advantage of tourists and such, as there is in most places. Yeah, generally, don't really like French people that much. Wow, look at this. So I think that's like the main, yeah, that's like the main form of the creature right there, like the main body, and every one of the tentacles. You know, I thought there'd be more tentacles kind of coming out of it, because I'm pretty sure we've seen the amount it's got on it already, just been swiped away by guts. Yeah, big old black hole of a mouth. It's huge. Too bad for you. Those things that you had run into to and fro were actually this thing's whiskers. Whiskers? Is that what we're calling them? Whiskers? They're quite dangerous whiskers. Oh god. Okay, it doesn't like fully. I think it's because it's not all allergies when my eyes like water like this. I think there is like an element of like every time I laugh, like truly laugh, and like I'm having fun, it usually happens. It happened a lot in Gintama. So I don't think it's just like allergies, but I think that is definitely at play as well. So yeah, I don't really know what it is. Don't really like self-diagnose myself, but I definitely feel better now. I've got this eye spray. That's for sure. Again, would have loved it to be the spray on top of the eyes, but imagine that'd probably be less effective as well. Fucking whiskers. Take this! He's mad about losing those whiskers he loved. I mean, have you seen the guy's moustache and beard? You can imagine he would be. That's just how it is. No, again, I've never had like a big bushy beard or anything. I've never really tried to grow one, as I've mentioned a few times. Got to go through a pretty I'm not sure I could, first of all, and secondly, again, you'd have to look pretty ragged for a fair few months before it grows out. But if I did have a lovely beard that I nurtured for 6 months, I'd be fucking pissed. Lovely little moustache. I did have I've tried out a few moustache styles. I've done the Hitler moustache. I remember doing that at school one time, and that was yeah, it got a lot of attention. Had a little Hitler moustache at one point. Had just a moustache, which looked okay. I don't think I looked too great with just a moustache. And yeah, I have tried the older. I haven't grown out too long, but maybe about that long for each strand, and tried doing the older twist. Didn't look fantastic, but I feel like that maybe would have looked better if it was just a moustache. But again, you've got to look pretty ragged to try those things out for a while. But yeah, again, I had quite a lot of fun with it when I was growing up, because as I mentioned a few times, I had a moustache in like towards the end of primary school, going into high school, so I was very much alone in that for sure. No one else I knew had anything like that, so I had quite a bit of fun with it. Towards the end, I didn't like it at the start. Of course, I like shaved it off, and then I think I mentioned this before. I like shaved it off, got reasonably popular after shaving it off. Seemed like everyone liked me a bit more for some reason, but then when it grew back, the kind of same thing happened then. So I just like yeah, I really hated it, because I'd always be quite self-conscious if I was like I'd go meet a girl. I remember I'd talk to this girl for like hours on the phone, and we'd talk a lot and such, and then met her in real life, and I was just really self-conscious about the way I look with having a moustache at like 13 years old and such, and thought I looked weird. So yeah, that was a very self-conscious time. I've always been reasonably self-conscious, probably more so now than I was during my late teenage years, but that was definitely the worst of it, I think. But again, I think overcame that with the help of like the popularity. But in the end, again, I now look back and I kind of hate the fact that I relished in that kind of popularity and such. Actually, would have been better to accept myself rather than want everyone else to accept me. But like anime, honestly, would have helped quite a lot at that time. Anime is quite philosophical and quite enlightening. Enough about that. Enough about my well, not really traumas, but childhood experiences. But yeah, as I said, I then kind of embraced it a bit, and then had fun with it again. I go like school, like to make the moustaches, and like just like cut my eyebrows and such, and yeah, all sorts of weird stuff. Wow. Okay, I like this, guys. I like this. He's propelled himself with his cannon. That's pretty fuck. That's a cool little combo right there, isn't it? That is a cool little combo right there. After blasting it in the mouth. Fuck this mouth right up. Lovely. Whoosh. Oh, nice. He utilised the cannon's recoil. Awesome. Cannon spin slash. Oh, a special technique, eh? That's a pretty awesome technique. Looks like nothing's gotten rusty from the sea breeze. He's looking a lot better as well. Not too much of like the burns on the face or such. Just still a little bit, but looks a lot better. Yeah, not rusty at all. All of this in normal guts form as well, by the way. Not bad at all. I think we've gotten used to being beaten. But no. We still have her. Too late. What? These guys are combat pros too. I love how it's Chifa drawn in this shot. It's like they're almost like bits of wood themselves. He does, as I said, he kind of looks like the texture wise, he kind of looks like the skull pirate face on the front of his ship. Yeah, you guys about to get blown away. But yeah, plenty of time to regroup thanks to you. The cannons on the upper gun deck can't achieve the proper angle of fire. All guns on the mid and lower decks aim directly ahead. Fire! That's the end of the chapter. I want to see some skeleton pirates. That's what I want to see. But yeah, good chapter here. Nice seeing Guts back in action. Lovely seeing Guts back in action after, again, almost like a full volume without him. Well, not exactly without him. It was shown maybe once or twice, but not much of a focus. But yeah, we'll read some comments quickly before we move on. Oh, you might notice the it might be quite hard to see me. Perhaps it's actually got really sunny as I just took a little cut there. But yeah, let's read some comments quickly. Obviously, the One Piece comparisons, as you can expect from anything that is pirate related. Cannon spin slash. It is a nice technique. I like that. So this was just random. This is just a random fucking shit post, really. Ugh. So none of these comments really seem too related to what's going on. I'm talking about a cat and a blender. Sounds horrible. I'm not a big fan of cats, but it sounds horrible. I've seen my fair share of fucked up stuff. I think I mentioned it before about seeing an actual beheading. Someone getting their whole hand degloved. I think I've seen someone's face been degloved as well, which, yeah, it makes me feel sick just thinking about. Been years since I've watched those as well. Obviously, you can never forget 2 Girls, 1 Cup. You can never forget that type of shit. That was legendary when I was growing up in school. 2 Girls, 1 Cup. Heard about that a lot. Pretty sure everyone has heard about it, or even watched it during high school. You know, that shit is majorly fucked up. I think there was a whole page of like stuff like that as well. Like that was just one of the many videos. I think there was one. I think I did watch one with some tentacles as well, some actual octopus tentacles. I think I've seen a video of some guy shoving a glass jar up his bum as well, and it breaking, which was fucking disgusting as well. Again, I've seen a lot of fucked up shit. A lot of fucked up shit. I think I have also seen someone die in real life as well. I was in a car accident once, and I think it was like this underpass. There was a bit of a bridge, and a biker hit into our car. And I don't remember too much from the scenario as a kid, but I just remember getting out of the car seat, undoing my seatbelt, getting out of the car, and there just being like a pile of blood outside the door. And that's the only thing I really remember from that. Pretty sure the guy died, but I'm not actually sure, to be honest with you. There was a lot of blood, so I do imagine it was the case. I think it ended up being his fault, but you'd maybe expect that to impact me more hearing something like that, but I don't think that actually impacted. Oh, I say that. Maybe it did impact me unknowingly, but I don't feel like that impacted me as much as maybe it would a normal person, perhaps. I think at this point I figured out I'm not exactly a normal person. Then again, what is exactly a normal person? Who is a normal person? But yeah, let's get into the final chapter for today. Can I get rid of this warning here? Can. yeah, we're getting to the final chapter for today, which is Solitary Island. I'm looking forward to getting Elfhelm, man. We've been on a long journey to Elfhelm, haven't we? It's been a long time since we decided we're going there. We're not really too close at the minute. I wonder what it's like now as well. It's almost a bit of a shame. Like, is Elfhelm the same as it was? Or, well, we'll find out from Puck and Evalira, I guess. Is it the same as it was, or has Elfhelm changed as well? I almost expect it not to change, just because it's in the land of elves. Kind of is one a bit with the astral world anyway, but it got worse. I don't know. Yeah, here we go. Blasting their ship apart. Woo! Sea combat sure is the bomb. Quit it. Oh, look at Farney sec there. Yar. Don't bust up my already busted ship. Lashing the dead. That's what you're doing. I'll haunt you. Isn't that what you're here for in the first place? I mean, yeah, he's essentially haunting us anyway. You goddamn fools. Looks like you've gone and made him mad for real now. Now your life's nothing more than a candle in a storm. Nothing more than candles in a storm. Did you not say the fire lit on a candle in a storm? That not be a bit more fitting? No, not just a candle. No, Captain. It's the sunrise. Well, they can't. Well, yeah, to be fair. Oh, yeah. To be fair, yeah. I think we do remember from ages ago. From the spirits that are trying to take over Guts after the eclipse. They don't like the daylight that much. Hence why Guts was always, of course, fighting off spirits and such in the night. Hey! Ho! What? No! Yo ho ho! Well then, gentlemen, we'll settle this next time. Oh, we're really not just like, these guys are actually going away again to come back later, even now? Well then, gentlemen, we'll settle this next time. Not only is he persistent as a shark, he's about as smart as one. So you are. You know, I'd just as soon as we did settle it, you know, I'd just as soon we did assume. Is that what he's trying to? Is that what that's meant to say? Does that make sense? You know, I'd just as soon we did settle it. I feel like that's translated wrong. You know, I'd just assume we did settle it. Perhaps that's meant to say. I don't know. But yeah, it looks like they're on a way to be back again at some point later on. Honestly, we probably should have just killed them there. Like, I want to see their skelly forms. I want to see him looking like a skeleton. He already does look a bit like a skeleton. He always has, but I want to see actual skellies. Yep, single-handedly fought off by Guts in his normal mode, so that's a little bit embarrassing, honestly. You're incredible. I never realised you were such an insanely good swordsman. I'd heard soldiers on land were all cowards who ran at the first sight of danger. You're an exception. You know it. I mean, we've been wandering around fighting nothing but monsters like those. We're monster hunting pros. Pros! Well, more or less, despite our intentions. Oh, what a monkey. A sea monkey. Yeah, literally a sea monkey right now. That just reminds me a bit of 28 Days Later. I don't think it was a sea monkey, but those infected monkeys. Was there infected monkeys in Brain Dead as well? I think there was. I think it was infected monkeys in Brain. That's a weird kind of link. Yeah, it was this weird. It was this weird rat monkey thing that ended up like affecting people. Again, what a movie this is for all the gore hounds out there and the effect hounds, because this has got some of the best gore effects and animation, and in general just some of the best visuals I've seen in horror movie. So yeah, it was like this rat monkey in Brain Dead, and then I think it was like monkeys that started up the yeah, it was a monkey, like infected monkeys that start. I can't remember what they're called. I'm not sure. Do you reckon they're like the same type of monkeys as that rat monkey? That would honestly be a pretty cool little reference to Brain Dead. But I've actually seen recently that apparently, well, first of all, the main character, I forget his name now, but he's like super popular right now. He was just in Oppenheimer. I forget his name. Cillian Murphy, that's the one. I found out this is the only movie he actually rewatches with himself in. The only one he likes, apparently. Which is interesting. This is, I think, it was one of like his first movies. But yeah, I've recently found out that copies of this on Blu-ray are selling for almost £200. It's insane. But apparently they're like out of print or something. Like they can't make any more of the Blu-ray version, and it's not on streaming whatsoever. So the only way you can watch it apparently is on Blu-ray. Obviously, the pirates out there could obviously just watch it for free online. But yeah, it's selling for like £200 for the Blu-ray, which is just ridiculous. £200 DVD. But I really like this director, Danny Boyle. He's made some great movies. Slumdog Millionaire's a banger. I haven't seen 127 Hours, but I've heard that's really good. I think it's just about someone who got their like arm trapped in a between a rock and a hard place for 127 hours. But oh yeah, he done Trainspotting as well. That's a classic. I love Trainspotting. Trainspotting 2 is pretty good as well, actually. Yeah, Trainspotting is probably his best work. Honestly, I thought 28 Days Later would be earlier. But yeah, he's definitely one of the better British directors out there. Yeah, Slumdog Millionaire is great as well. I haven't seen too much else from him though, except for again Trainspotting. Yeah, 28 Weeks Later is also decent. Not nearly as good as 28 Days Later, especially in the horror department. But I like the main father actor in that. He's really good in a lot of British TV shows and movies. The thing with the British, sometimes, like, genuinely, we don't have many great movies, and we have some good TV series, but not nearly as great as like American TV series and Asian TV series and movies. But every now and then we will have some absolute bangers. Looks like I'm in your debt again. Just think of it as paying for our ride. But why did they turn into a ghost ship? I'm pretty sure last time they were regular pirates. That was just a few days ago, and they even had those monsters with them. There's been something odd about the sea ever since that strange wind blew through. Captain, I have a report. What is it? Go fetch some more wood scraps and support beams. There appear to be multiple leaks. Temporary repairs may not hold through another battle. That sea slug bastard sure did a number on us. Number 1. Isn't there an island near here? I believe so. It's small and just has one run-down seaport. We'll stop there for inspection and repairs. Oh god. These are the type of places where bad shit happens. Random little remote islands where you think no one's living there, and then there ends up being a tribe of cannibals. I think there's been multiple stories of that happening in real life. People just like stopping at random islands, visiting random islands, then never coming back. and you just know they've been eaten, either by animals or by other people. But yeah, here's the little naked kid we see at the. Oh, it's a woman. Maybe just a man with big boobs, or a boy with big boobs. I thought that was a boy at the start, but I guess got a little naked girl here from what we saw in the introduction art of this volume, along with a load of seagulls. A load of seagulls. What are seagulls? Do people eat seagulls? Do seagulls taste okay? Honestly, I think they're quite dirty creatures, so I'm not sure anyone eats them. People eat seagulls. It'd be quite an easy meal, the way they fucking loiter about and stuff. Like, why is this person fishing? Just catch the seagull next to you. I imagine fish tastes a whole lot better. Is the reason for that. I can't imagine there's too much meat in there, is there, for a seagull? Yeah, there isn't actually that much meat on them. It's fishy tasting too. Ugh. Fishy tasting bird meat does not sound lovely at all. And they're quite dirty little creatures, so. Oop. We haven't set foot on dry land in a while. Ground! Why are you happy, Bug? You're always flying. You're like, he's like hardly ever on the ground. Park and Evalera. They're always like flying, so not too much change for them, honestly, is it? What would that? That's interesting physics-wise. I've never really been too much of a physicist, of course. I've never really been great at like sciences, but it's like when you think of moving in a car, when you're like sitting down, or when you're like airborne in a car and it's moving forward. I've always found that quite interesting. And like when a car stops and you obviously like keep going with the momentum. But Puck and Evalera, when they're flying on the ship, you've got to imagine they can't just like hover. They've got to like be flying in the same direction, surely. Maybe that's not the case, but I'm pretty sure that would be the case, right? There's nothing actually attaching them to the ship, so they have to actually fly in the direction the ship's going rather than just hover. You know, the logistic thing, there's got like no point of being questioned really, but it's just quite interesting actually. This island's kind of gloomy and yeah. What's wrong? Something isn't right. Oh, I said it. Places like this is where you find the most fucked up shit. Don't you sense anything, Guts? Well, about that. This thing's been acting kind of funny ever since that wind. So is that just going to like eternally be bleeding now? Now that we've kind of overlapped the astral world and the human world, this thing just be non-stop bleeding. Might actually end up killing him. Just taking all his blood out. That's the danger, isn't it, of in like our world as well, of course, people that you get hit from a certain area. I think there's like one in like the thigh, and it just doesn't stop bleeding. When your dick gets cut off, lose a ton of blood there. Yeah, just like non-stop bleeding to death. I can't imagine how that'd feel. Feeling your life force just kind of like drain away. Would it be like painful? Would it just be like, I don't know. I can't imagine it'd be too painful, but it'd be weird just having yourself drained like that until you just pass out and die. It's like a wound that won't close. Like it's gotten too sensitive, so now it just feels numb instead. Well, I think I know if anything obvious gets close to us. Is there something on this island? I thought so. But with this also, like, it doesn't now just mean bad though, right? Is this like reacting to the girl we see up there? Is a potential question. Secondly, like, again, it doesn't mean everything's bad now, because there's so much from the astral world, even good things. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it reacts to. That's the thing. Does it just react to demons? And again, like I said, like it doesn't seem like everything that's come from this kind of overlap is truly bad. Like I've seen unicorns; they seem nice, so might not be reacting to anything dangerous. Who knows? I do not know anything for certain, but the entire island seems to be enshrouded by an ominous odd. It's probably best not to go to the island. It's probably best not to go inland. Sorry. I'm sorry, but repairing the ship will take some time. We'll depart tomorrow morning. Can't be helped. Let's just do our best not to get separated. Hey, let's hurry to the inn for some food. To be honest with you guys, I feel like just staying as close to the ship as possible is the best idea here, isn't it? Oh, looks like I was a bit late. A beat too late. Those scatterbrained buffoons. Hey, you two. Boys, islands, and exploration are like a trinity. Nobody can stop it. What does that even mean? Don't worry. I'll use thought transference if anything happens. Little minor fuck up here. Not sure what that says, but a little mining hat on. Or is that a flashlight? No, I used to always do this bit of my hat. I'd always, if I needed a light, if I was like rolling a cigarette or a joint or anything, I'd always just put my phone in there and the light on, and it would be like a little makeshift miner's hat. It wouldn't be that comfortable, but it worked. 15 men on a dead man's chest. What a pain. Made it. Huh? What gives? I can see the whole damn thing from here. What a dinky little island. You could get all the way around before you knew it. Look, team member Dropey. They spotted the person. Oh no. There's an inside. Ah. A big old dark hole. Oh god. Mysterious gigantic cave discovered on a solitary island in the remote seas. Again, this is like just asking for like the start of like 28 days later or something. Some kind of zombie infection. We have arrived. Wednesday special. Okay. Now to make a torch. Look for handy pieces of wood. Dry ones. I've got some kelp. I wouldn't do that. She's got a fish already. Ah, it's not a fishing rod, it's a spear. Impressive. That's some skill, that being able to spear a fish properly. That cave's bad news. You shouldn't go near it. So yeah, it looks like she isn't like a demon or anything. She's actually trying to help us here. But yeah, I do imagine that cave is bad news. Native spotted. Who are you? She's a girl without a face. Hey, is that an elf? Hi. Awesome. You can see him? That might not be too odd on a remote island like this. Her face down there. Look at his face here. Look how mischievous he looks. Oh god. Look at those eyes. Those eyes are just naughty. I've never seen one here on the island. Wow, he's so cute. That's what everybody says. More like he's a smart ass. You must have sailed here on that ship. And no wonder you don't know. But still, keep out. The people of this island consider it taboo to go in there. There's more people here. Why are there monsters? Why? Are there monsters or something? There's an old legend about it, which is inevitably true now, as we know. It's where the sea god lives. Oh shit. The sea god was living in there, hey? She's got rather gigantic eyes, hasn't she? Gigantic eyes. Yeah, there's quite a few people living here. Cool. Like fish is their main meal, of course. Lots of fish. You almost expect fish wouldn't be swimming around here at this point. And a cat? There's cats here? Sure, I read about something really interesting the other day. I don't fully remember everything, but there was like a mission from the UK. Again, sometimes we do some great things. Don't get me wrong, we've done a lot of horrible things. Sometimes we do some great things, make some great movies. This was an operation. I can't remember what it was about or anything, but there was like an infestation of like rats, and they were just taken over. And they dropped, I think it was like 28,000 cats or 14,000, something like that. 14,000 cats in a certain area of like Indonesia or somewhere. Again, I'm probably getting the details majorly wrong. But yeah, they dropped like 14,000 cats, and that ended up solving the rat problem. That's the thing. That's why I don't mind cats, because they take care of little rats and such. And I don't mind spiders. Like, I quite like spiders in general, but I like spiders even more because they take care of like little horrible bugs and insects. Like they're protecting you in a way, spiders. So you should never. If I see a spider in my house, I'll just move it somewhere safe, move it in a corner or something, so it can take care of the other little horrible insects that might end up infesting the house or whatever. Again, they're almost like the protectors of your house. Have as many spiders as you can. Don't get me wrong, you don't want like a whole family in there or anything, but they're almost like good for you. So again, I kind of imagine it's pretty handy having this cat around this place. It smells like fish. What a rustic fishing village. I was hoping to get some food and supplies, but I guess not. Is it alright for the captain to be away from his ship at such a hectic time? Don't worry, my first mate can handle all that. Besides, as an officer of Earth, it's my very important duty to escort the ladies during their tiring and unfamiliar sea voyage. My. For now, let's relax and eat something. You there, is there an inn or a tavern in here? Herein? Yeah, that's such a weird way of saying things, but that was an actual way of speaking. I've heard people talk like that. You there, is there an inn or a tavern herein? It sounds weird because of the word, you're saying the word inn, like a tavern before, but herein was a term used quite a lot. Doesn't look like the locals want anything to do with us. Understandable. Understandable. Dear me. Talk about shy. Or creepy. Always is. In the sticks. It kind of always is in the sticks, isn't it? It kind of always is. In an unfamiliar place. Well, I still cannot say with any certainty, but it's like some faint, vague odd is covering the entire village. Hey, Casca! Oh. Oh god, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Excuse me? What is that? I don't know what that is for the life of me. It looks kind of like octopus-like, but what the fuck is this? Just like a giant wrinkle. A tentacly wrinkle. Is that like something they're worshipping? Like, why is it in this weird box? What the hell? Like it's been eating. It's got like blood dripping out of it. What strangeness this is. Yeah, strange end of the chapter there. Pretty cool couple chapters today. Obviously nowhere near as good as what we've covered recently, but interesting new voyage here again. Don't care too much about the pirate stuff we saw before. It's cool seeing Guts in action again, but seen quite a lot of those pirates recently. Honestly, maybe too much of them recently. Again, I would like to see them in a skeleton form, but maybe later. Yeah, strange end to the chapter here. We'll read some comments quickly. People talking about Isidro growing some muscle. Really noticed that? No, yeah, I guess he has. Working on the ship, I guess, has made him a little bit more muscly. A little bit, yeah. No, there's not really been too many great comments today, has there? Skypes. No, nothing in the comments really. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I think that's because I did read in the last comment section that I think it was about 2 years ago that was the end point for the manga for them 2 years ago. So I guess a little bit less. Obviously, as you go on with many series, less readers, less commenters, and such. Yeah, not always the case, but yeah, decent couple chapters today. Again, nothing really in comparison to the last few readings that we've had. Again, it's hard. I mean, I don't think it will top what we just read, to be honest with the last volume. I'm not sure it can be topped, but yeah, some interesting settings and interesting start out to this this new place. Again, don't care about the pirate stuff too much, but yeah, interesting meeting with this girl here. This little village of people. Always do like small kind of condensed little atmospheres and areas like this, to be honest. You always find it. JoJo's Part 4, for example, is something similar. Not really horrific, but it's like similar, and it's kind of toning down of the setting and such. And yeah, you usually find with more kind of confined and isolated horror settings, that usually is a better experience. Again, a perfect example of that is The Descent, which is about a group of girls that go cave exploring, and they went to a cave that they thought was kind of explored before, but it was actually hidden by one of the girls. That the fact is, no one's actually ever explored that cave, and there ended up being a certain species of humanoid-like monster in there. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's an absolutely fantastic movie. The isolation, I forget what it's called, but that feeling of being in a really small environment is just absolutely terrifying. And yeah, one of my favourite horror movies. Again, another brilliant, I think it's British horror movie. Again, we have some every now and then. I think it is British. Yeah, it is British, and it's very fucking good. The second one's actually pretty good as well, which I was not expecting. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, let me know what you guys thought about these chapters down in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. I'll be back in a couple, well, tomorrow I think actually, with chapters 312 and 313, which are called, have a little look at them quickly, which are called Girl of the Roaring Torrent and Denizens of the Sinister Sea. So looking forward to seeing that, and have a good rest of your day, guys.